is a massive part of the society in the United Kingdom. In the city of Chester lies a football club which has a huge impact on its community. Chester Football Club is a fan-owned club following the demise of Chester City in 2010, and they are presently in the National League North, the 6th tier of English football, and they play at the Swansway Chester Stadium. The club demonstrated their ambitions and desires to be in the league above by employing Salford City's Football Club's ruthless and notorious joint managers Anthony Johnson and Bernard Morley to take over and help them. The journey continues, and the Blues' expectations for this current season is to finish in the promotional playoffs and advance into the National League.
My name's Andrew Morris. I'm Vice Chairman of the City Fans United Board, the board of trustees that look after the football club. So being a supporter of Chester Football Club since I was about 8 or 9, really followed them home and away from that age, and then when the club reformed I started volunteering, covering and supporting some of the HR stuff, and then got more involved about 18 months ago when I got elected to the board of directors, and then been vice chair since Christmas time. Chester Football Club was reborn best part 9 years ago now, following the demise of Chester City. Chester City went into administration and subsequently liquidated due to financial losses and debts. So the club was reformed by the community. There was a quite historic meeting now held at the Guildhall in Chester, where the supporters group got together, decided that the club wanted to reform. We reformed in the Evo Stick Division 1 North eventually, and we had three consecutive promotions. It was absolutely brilliant days here. We get 4,000 or 5,000, plateaued slightly when we reached the Conference National, and unfortunately we took a step back last season. But from a history side, I think, you know, history's all around you when you're in this building. We've got team photos dating back to the late 19th century, so the club is a continuation of the old one. It represents elite football in Chester, and as a club, we are a continuation of Chester City, but we're new, we're fresh, and we're kicking. As a club, our values are really embedded from the day that the club was formed. It's about being part of our community, and it's our club. Fan ownership of this club is absolutely massive, and it really shows that the club is part of our local community, and it means so much more, the fact that we own this. We've brought this club together, we're developing this club, and through the good times and the bad times it's always going to be our club. This season, when we're looking at our goals and our ambitions, is a really interesting one. So when we sat down with the managers, when we appointed them during the summer, that was one of the questions that we really thought about ourselves, is where do we want to be in 12 months' time? We've been through such a difficult 12 months with cash flow issues, changes in manager and relegation. We had to take stock as a club. A lot will depend on the pitch. We've got to strive for promotion. Everybody within this club is aiming for promotion, but what that can't be is a failure if we don't get that. It's about continuously building and improving as a club. That's both on and off the pitch, and I think the managers that we've got, the players we've got, the backroom staff we've got, we're so far in advance where we were 12 months ago, it's almost unrecognisable. So our mission was to improve, we've improved, we now need to kick on, look for promotion. If we don't reach that, it's not the end of the world, because we'll continue to build and we'll definitely come back stronger.
My name is Anthony Johnson, and I'm the joint manager at Chester Football Club. It involves managing the playing side of the football club. We chose to become the manager of Chester FC because we left Salford City Football Club last summer. There was interest made from Chester's part in us. We came for a quite informal chat with the directors. We liked what was said in terms of plans and moving forward, and felt it was probably the right club at the right time for us to get back into the game. So it was I suppose the interview process and listening to what plans that the club had that sort of swung us and convinced us that this was the right club for us. There's quite a few people saying that you shouldn't jump into the first club job that comes available, but we felt Chester coming off the back of a relegation and us just winning the league that they were relegating into was the perfect time for us to come here. You know, there's a lot of expectation and pressure on me and Bernard because we won this league last year, but with the budget that we work with, you know, at this moment in time we're definitely overachieving in terms of the position that we're in. But even now, 9-10 months down the line, it feels like it was the right club. It's a sleeping giant. It's a bit cliche, but it's a sleeping giant that's been in the Football League, and ultimately that's where we want to take them back to. Well, when we was asked in pre-season what we wanted to achieve, we said we wanted to finish top 7, which is the playoffs. We're one position below that at this moment in time. But in terms of the overall achievement of where we set out with no players at the start of it. We're definitely overachieving when you consider, along with 3 other fan-owned clubs, you know, we're by far and away further ahead than where they are. So we're doing okay, we're doing all right. We always want better, we always want more, and we've still got 9 games to go to achieve what we set out to do, so we're doing all right.